Hello and welcome. Let's go play on the mat. Get yourself a comfortable seat somewhere nearby. We'll sit there at some point, but actually, as I went to get that, I thought, let's start standing today. Kind of mix it up a bit. So yeah, invite you to stand and feel your feet. Maybe just begin a little rock, a little sway, a little wiggle of your toes. A movement side to side, maybe even picking one foot up and then the other. Find a little dance, a little movement in your body. Just feel into all your joints. So you could do this just much more fluid, like inviting all the joints to roll around, sort of a dance. Or if you like to be told exactly what to do, then feel free to just step your feet together, knees together in circle. Just greeting the body, welcoming yourself to the mat with enthusiasm, with kindness, with a sense of freedom, curiosity, investigation. Let's go into the spine with that. So again, this could be feet hip width and just roll on through your spine, or more press and round off of the thighs. Opening. Again, finding more articulation there, or just fluid spine. And feel free to add a little wiggle to your wave, a little wave to your wiggle, whatever feels good for you. But hello, body. Hello, body. And once we get the spine pretty warmed up in that forward and back or up and down kind of way, let's go into rotation. So I invite you to step the feet out or hip width. Again, get as playful with this as you like. We're gonna swing the arms wide and really let your shoulders and spine rotate so you're looking behind you. And the foot can come with you as you're warming up the feet. Could add a little bounce to that. You could follow through with your golf swing. Or just being the wind. Stay with that as you like, or come on into your shoulders. If you've been swaying big, you might just kind of follow through that in the shoulders now. Roll one and then the other. Roll your mouth. And as inspired, let's bring the fingertips to the shoulders. You could stay with that one and then the other, side to side thing. Maybe keeping the feet more steady now. So it's really the upper body that gets all that movement. Hip steady. As inspired, switch directions. And if you're feeling it, you can let the arms go free here. Just big old windmills. And stay with that as you like, or just roll your head. Maybe let your body follow your head a bit. Now let's get into the hip joint. So hug to center, and let's pick up one elbow and knee. So roll open. And the arms are optional here. You could just hold them to whatever you need to. Roll through that hip joint. You could continue with the bent knee, maybe bent arms, or if you'd like, big circles open. Switch directions as inspired. Take your time, find center. And when you're ready, second side. Again, staying with just the leg, bent or straight, adding the arms as inspired. Switching directions as inspired. And then come back to feeling your feet, the earth, arms down with an exhale. Inhale to the sky. Exhale to center. Arms all the way down. Inhale to the sky. Exhale to center. One more. And pause at your heart, resting thumbs on the heart, or even rest the whole hands. Lift your heart. Feel your breath and your aliveness. And in this deep winter here, or really we're at that turning point at Candlemas, Imbolc, Braided, Groundhog's Day, the midpoint between winter solstice and spring equinox. Deep in winter, but with the growing light. Inviting in some discipline, some yes, we get up and we practice, we move our body, we breathe a little deeper, we connect to ourselves. But with enthusiasm, with joy and playfulness, we have freedom. There are forms that are like our scales, and we can get as jazzy as we like with the body, knowing what serves us, what protects us, and also that we have freedom and creativity of movement. And what does that look like? What does that feel like moment to moment? Greetings, body. Greetings with love and compassion. What is wanted today? What is needed? What will light you up inside? I invite you to hop or step wide on your mat, not super wide, but wide enough to be stable, and of course just your pants needed. And then let's turn heels in and toes out so that we can sink into the seat here with the knees and toes pointing the same way. And you might press the thighs a few times, and as much as you can, lower straight down so the base of the skull and the base of the spine are in alignment. Notice when the adductors are tight, the knees want to knock in and the torso wants to come forward. For this practice, I invite you to really make sure the knees are opening out and the base of the skull is in a line over the base of the spine. And soft jaw as you pulse. Couple more. And take your time. We're going to come back to the top, interlace the hands and turn the palms up to the sky. Inhale again as you stretch up, sink down through the knees and pull the breath down into the bottom tips of the lungs. Exhale and return. We're going to do a couple more like that. And next time you come down, let's go deeper into the side body. Turn your face down as you reach up out of that left hip. And let's inhale back to center and then to the other side. And back to the right side, bring your elbow down, press in, roll open, reach through that left arm, big breaths. Let's hold here, a couple breaths. Big inhale, lift from deep core, switch sides. Press that thigh wide, roll open, lift the heart, lay back, reach and breathe, couple breaths. Come on back, parallel your feet, open wide, squeeze the shoulders, hug the feet to the earth so the arms are lifted, and pull the feet together so those inner thighs are toned. Squeeze the shoulders on the back. Breathe all that aliveness in your body. Big inhale, let's fly the arms up. Exhale, fly them down. Clasp the hands behind you. Pull down with the hands. Squeeze your shoulders on the back and open heart. Any breathful edge of back bend here. Strong feet, strong legs, strong core. Feel your feet lift from those arches. Pelvic floor, heart, reach forward. Dive in, clasp by the hands overhead. Relax the neck. Release the hands, let them flow down your back, down your legs. Maybe draw yourself in a little deeper here, head towards the earth. Please stay there more restful as you like, or walk the hands out so the spine is long and the hands are under the shoulders, or just so you're that long. Hips in line with heels, spine long, because then we're going to bring one hand beneath right hand beneath the center of the chest. Inhale, keep the sacrum as level as you can, and open left arm, face chest to the sky. And exhale, flow that left arm down, squeeze the feet, hug those inner thighs, and take your time. Open to the other side, keeping that sacrum level as you can. Try not to let it come with you, just spiraling the spine here. Let's go a couple more each side. With the breath, inhale, open. Exhale, the transition. And then swoop that right arm across and hold your left ankle. Bring the left forearm behind the calf. Pull that right hip up and back. And use that right hand to pull on the ankle, reach through that right elbow. Hug in, relax your neck, and breathe here. Stay there as you like, just hanging out, cuddling with your left leg, or walk the left arm on the floor up overhead and pull on the floor as you are your right ankle to spiral the spine deeper. Try to keep that right hip lifting so the sacrum is level. And breathe an upside down twist here. Take your time. When you're ready, unwind back to center, left arm up, sacrum level, and exhale, swoop across. Hold that right ankle, right forearm behind the calf. Pull that left hip up and back. Pulling on that left hand, reach through that left elbow. Relax the neck, hug into that leg, and breathe. Let's take that right hand on the floor up overhead. If you did on the other side, come into the twist. Give a little pull on the earth there and your ankle, and spiral deeper. Relax the neck. As inspired, unwind. Walk the arms forward. Inhale, hands under shoulders, claw the fingertips. Exhale, pull the heels up into the core, lift light onto your tiptoes. Long spine, hands under shoulders. Inhale back to the heels, maybe lift your toes. Exhale, lift the heels, come to tiptoes. And stay with that little pulsation, or if you are so inspired there, really use that exhale to pull the feet into the core and float them off the earth. Back down, catch some air, get as light as you can, as high as you can. Feel free to stay with this. Come back to the mellow rocking, or hop the feet together and back wide real quick. Wee, superstars, feel your power, come on up. Hug in, all muscles to bones strongly. Shine it out. Feel all that energy and aliveness. Imagine it, your fuel, your yes. Breathe your intention, your offering. Let's take a good old-fashioned vinyasa. Inhale as you exhale, hop to the front of the mat. Hands to heart. Feel your breath. Exhale, hands to floor. Inhale, arms to the sky, stretch tall. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway. Exhale and fold. Place your hands and step or jump back, plank. Inhale, strong core, long spine in plank. Ears, shoulders, ribs, hips in alignment. Breathe for 3. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower to earth or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Shoulders on the back, heart forward. Big breaths here. Or take your time. When you're ready, you can move back to child's pose if you need it, or just to downward dog. Deep full breaths in down dog. Again, child's pose when you need it, or maybe dolphin dog. Forearms on the earth, spine long. You can play here with walking your feet in. You could play there with lifting one foot as you come onto the other tiptoes, looking forward between hands or arms. Maybe you're pulling up from that top foot with your exhales, taking little pulses towards forearm stand. If you want to, you could come a little closer to the wall and take your forearms down. Again, another 5 or 6 breaths. Down dog, dolphin dog, or child's pose. We're coming into the arm balance. Take your time. Once you're done, child's pose. Inhale your back body as you exhale. Roll on up. You might shift forward and cross your ankles. Come through to lying on the back, or get there in the way that's right for you. And as you come to the earth here, you could rest your hands on your body and breathe, or knees side to side as you stretch the arms up overhead and breathe. Find stillness or continue with this just fluid flow as you like. And let's continue with some rocking action here. We're going to come back to some of this, but I want to invite a little more core work, a little more playfulness. Make sure you have room on either side of you to essentially roll over if you needed to here. And let's first take happy baby and just rock your baby. And big breaths as you encourage your hips to open and relax here. And you could always come back to this to stay really mellow. You can add leg extensions. Again, today we're having the discipline of staying with the practice, breathfulness and movement. That which changes everything, breath and movement. It is life. We can get to feeling really stuck physically or emotionally when we're not moving and breathing deep. It's taking the time to be with ourselves. So let that be your priority as you come to the mat every day, but especially today as we invite some play. If you're ready, turn up the volume on this play a bit, release your feet and pick your hands up. So you're like a baby waiting to be picked up here. Your elbows are kind of bent and you're gonna rock side to side into the elbows. So they're pretty bent, almost 90 degrees or so. To add core to this more, pick your head up. Again, rocking side to side. Stay with that, or move over a bit for your view, I think. As we roll to one side, you may take that top foot over, land the bottom elbow, and you could find yourself here and just like chill out a moment. You and the cat, like, what's up, cat? Stay there, or push in to the elbow, a little forward of the shoulder with that elbow, pull that shoulder down, push into that top foot and your bottom foot, and lift up, lift that hip up. Stretch it all out. Big inhale here. As you exhale, you could come on back down. Again, hug in, a little rock, side to side. I think our bolster party is a little much here today. Kind of in the way. And then follow any of those rocks on over to your other elbow. Forearm could come down, foot could come down, hanging out, or push into the feet, that bottom elbows, shoulder down, lift that top hip as you stretch up out of it. And you exhale back down. Again, you could just come back to the rock, side to side. You could come back to knees, side to side. Or keep playing with that. You can even pick up the pace here. Rock on over to one side, press in, boop, I'm up. Come on back down, rock to the other side, press in, boop, stretch it out. Let your breath lead. Sound effects optional, but every time it's all right. We're gonna go to 3 or 4 more to each side. Let's see if we can commit to that. Breathful. Once you're done, come on down. And let's bring the backs of the hands and forearms on the back, or on the earth rather, so that you're in a Seguro Cactus or field goal arms. Optionally, you can come back to arms straight up overhead, knees side to side. Otherwise, same thing with the feet wide, knees to one side, and then kick that top foot across. Inhale that foot back, exhale and kick across. Let your breath lead. stay with that, or keep the feet picked up, don't land them. You probably know this one if you've been practicing with me. Do it a bit. Squeeze the legs together. You could just kick that top foot out, or maybe both feet. Keep the shoulders pinned, shoulder work too. Two or three more each side. And take your time, go as you like, or next time you kick over to your right or your first side, grab that knee or foot and shift the hip down, lengthen through your spine, flow that other arm up and open, roll onto the ear, looking away from that top foot. And long exhales, letting go breaths. Few more breaths, any variations. Take your time as you come back, bend both knees, cross that top ankle over the bottom thigh. Cross the thighs away, lengthen your spine. Breathe there, pick up that ankle and knee setup. Interlace the hands behind the bottom thigh and pull in as you ease the top thigh away. Stay here, breath full. Or maybe extend the lower leg and take a walk up that lower leg as you curl into it. Draw it towards you. Maybe overhead touch a plow vinyasa, or plow variation rather. When you're ready, slowly unwind. Roll on out. Again, you could land your feet wide, arms up, knees side to side, nice and fluid and mellow. Or, as inspired, elbows at shoulder height. Kick across. Maybe legs squeeze together. Pin those shoulders down. Maybe just another couple breaths. Take your time. I feel like harder to talk in that variation. When you're ready, kick on over to your second side. Again, grab your foot or your knee. Shift that top hip down. Whatever variation you took with the bottom leg on the other side. Stretch that top arm up and roll open onto the ear, looking away from the top foot. Deep breaths here. Rinse water breaths, breathe your body. Stay as you like, or come on back. Ankle over knee. Again, that could just be grounding at first. Stay landed and press. Soften the mouth and breathe. Or as inspired, pick that all up. Pull the bottom thigh in as you ease the top thigh away. Again, soft mouth as you rock and roll. Or play with that. Taking a walk up the bottom leg adventure. Hands release to walk up. Curl in, draw it overhead, maybe. Keep the chin lifting when you move towards plow. Inhale and wind once you're done there into a plow or halasana, or wherever you need to. We're going to roll through. Slow and steady, squeeze the legs together. Lower the legs down towards the earth as you squeeze them together, and we'll pause in boat, low boat, heels and shoulders a few inches off the earth. Exhale, heels could land or not, and pull yourself up. And let's pause, feet together, knees wide. Give a little pull onto your ankles, lift your heart. Breathe here, or you can articulate the pose, spin your thighs back, pour the pelvis forward as you lift your heart, and bow in. Last couple breaths in your butterfly or Baddha Konasana pose. Bound angle, that means. Again, stay here as you like. Follow any breath to come up and gather your knees up, pull the legs together. We're going to come to balance on the sits bones as you're ready. So we're going to pull the knees in. You could use your feet to pull on the earth at first and really pull the knees in. Feel that hug to core. Feet could stay on the earth as needed or keep pulling in. Lift your feet. Lift your heart. You could stay here or just a bit more boating today if you'd like. Keep lifting the heart, grab an oar, and let's row. Couple more. That was each side. And then let's pull the right heel in, left leg out. I'll switch sides actually, so I'm mirroring you. Right heel in, left leg out. Lift the navel, spiral. Breathe the twist. Stay with just the twist as you like, or back arm, right arm up and over, adding a side bend to the twist. And if that's all too much, you could unwind the twisty part for us and you'll still be spiraling, but without the pull on the knee, you could use that arm on the inner thigh, reach for the toes, or hold your head and press your head back, reach through the elbows and toes. Elbows, toes, and head. Stay there as you like. Oh, such a good place to breathe or unwind. Spiral towards the extended leg. Pull on the earth. Reach your heart forward. At any point, you could stack up, bolster, blocks, blankets, pillows, elbows, fists. Rest your head somewhere on the way, bowing into yourself. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. And thank yourself for showing up for all layers of being today. And follow any inhale to drape up. Let's go for those uplifting moments, if you will. Bring that right hand outside your hip and turn the fingers out so the shoulders roll down. Press into your feet and that hand. Lift up. Reach from the outside of the left foot through the fingers. You could stay up there just as you are, alongside body again, or inhale and exhale, arm vinyasa, big circles. Maybe with your exhale, you do it back down, and inhale, light it back up. Let's go about 5 more breaths. Once you're done, switch your weight back, switch the legs. Wide-legged Janu Shirshasana, second side. Spin your thighs back and pelvis forward. Root down through both sits bones as much as you can. Lift and spiral towards the bent knee. Right hand to that knee or thigh. Pull down, shoulder on the back, lift up. Spiral the spine. Long exhales, breathe your twist. Letting go breaths. Stay just with the spiral or add that side bend. Any variation with that top arm, maybe holding your head. Again, stay as you like, or slowly unwind, lift up, spiral to the extended leg, and lengthen over the leg. Seat back, low back in, heart forward, bow into yourself. Please stay longer if you like, or drape on up. Extend the legs wide. Thighs spin back, seat moves back. Bend the knees if you need to, dig the heels in. Lift the low back, lift your heart, or press down through the thighs and keep spinning the pelvis forward as you reach your heart forward. And again, at any point, rest your head or your torso as able or needed onto any prop or the earth. Really notice that if you give a place for the head to rest, the neck, the shoulders, the jaw, everything can relax a little more with that. The mind can relax a little more, at least your brain. The nervous system relaxes. The weight of the head is just fully received by the earth. Please stay longer if you like, or come on back up with any breath to your seat. Take hold of behind the knees and pull the knees in. Let's come on to the back body once again. And we're going to come into bridge. So you're welcome to make a restorative bridge if you like, or a squeeze block between the thighs for a little more core work. Or as inspired, ripple on up, interlace the hands. Let's turn the head to the side once you've fully engaged, shoulders on the back. Center back of head, shoulders and elbows rooting into earth. Hands if you can. Squeeze glutes, squeeze shoulders. Lift hips, lift heart, keep chin lifting. And big breaths into your heart center here. You're welcome to just hold steady here in bridge. Come in and out as needed or support yourself as needed. If you'd like to, I'll offer just 3 or 4 breaths of challenge on each side. So you know we're going to be here another 8 to 10 breaths. When you're ready, let's extend the right leg out. Knees stay at the same level, thighs are together. And reach out through that leg, hold 2. Pull that right leg up to the sky. Come light onto the other foot. Lower the leg down. Recenter your bridge. Lift your chin. Big breaths. When you're ready again, strong into the back body. Reach that left heel out. Thighs parallel. Pull that left heel to the sky, lift up light on the ball of the right foot. Slowly lower the leg down. Release your hands. Ripple your spine down. Hug into the knees. And big breaths. Little rock. Breathe your back body. Breathe a sense of holding and embracing yourself. And thank yourself for this attention, this connection. Notice how it feels good, all the ways that it feels good to connect to yourself. Please feel free to stay with that rock a little longer. Melt yourself out, giving your corpse back to the earth into Shavasana. Or if you'd like with me, a brief meditation, feel free to roll to your side to drape up, or maybe just begin to build a little momentum rocking forward and back. And you could land in any comfortable seat. I want to land in Virasana. So I'm going to cross my ankles and roll over them onto the knees. In any shape that you can be comfortable and relatively still in. Maybe hold your body, your mudra, your heart. Wherever you're at, feel your breath, your aliveness. And simply breathe and witness that aliveness, the warmth, the circulation, the heartbeat. Notice how good it feels. There's probably some happy hormones and some beneficial adrenaline moving through your body. And channel all this energy to your heart's yes. Breathe your heart's intention, the remembrance of the fullness of all that you are. Breathe your I am. I am grateful. I am enthusiasm. I am grateful enthusiasm. That's mine right now. You can have it. Or breathe your own I am. Soham Hamsa. Simply stay in open awareness here, breathing your yes. Or if you'd like to with me, a couple minutes of a square breath or a 4 seasons breath, breathing out your I am into the world. And pause in the emptiness. Breathe again your mantra, remembering even in the emptiness, I am this yes. And then welcome in the blessings of life. Feel yourself receiving those blessings. I am in this receiving. I am. And at the top, in the fullness, in this fullness, I am. I am that. Tat Sat. And in the letting go, the letting flow, the emptying out, I am. And in that experience of emptiness, relative dormancy, here too, I am. And continue to count the breath or move with the mantra another 5 or 6 rounds. At any point, you can release the efforting and just rest in your seat or in Shavasana. Open awareness, not thinking, not trying not to think, just observing Any perceptions, including thought that arises and flows away, just like the breath that arises and flows away, like clouds in the sky, each thing taking form, changing form, disappearing, turning in a new form. Again, I encourage you to stay resting as long as you like or are able. As you are ready to begin to move, first just notice your breath and observe your breath as closely as you can. Watch it move through your body. Use the breath, just kind of check out what's happening in your nervous system, your physical form, in your mind, in your heart. Notice how you feel as opposed to how you felt when we began. And as you transition to gentle movement to one side and back to a seat, really just take your time and keep whatever treasures you found with you as much as you can along the way. And slowly find your way back to any seat, just again repeating your intention, kind of marking this point, whether with mudra or breath or sound, of yes, this I can do for myself every day. Just get up on the mat or get down on the floor and move and breathe and hold myself and listen to this body and see what wants to move and change. See what it feels like to pause from the busyness of life and thought and just breathe a little deeper. You are your own greatest gift. This body is our greatest gift and friend for this lifetime. So thank you. Thank you. And of course, the greatest gift of spirit, mystery, source, creator. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to all those who inspire us in all the ways. Thank you for your presence and your practice. Honored and delighted to be able to share these practices. Namaste.